We're less than 24 hours away from another snow, and this time we're going to see a little bit more than what we had on Monday night. It's Meteorologist Joe Martucci here, and, go figure. Last winter, not even an inch of snow anywhere in South Jersey or the Jersey Shore. This week alone, 2 accumulating snow events. We take a look at our storm threats. Snow is my biggest concern here in terms of risk because as we go into that afternoon and evening, we're talking about moderate to perhaps heavy snow. There will be airport delays. There will be some tough going on the roadways. Icing, yes, a concern, not as big as Tuesday, where pretty much all of our area was an ice rink, but at the shore, where we're expecting some more rain, temperatures to be above 32 and then below 32, that's where we can have some issues. The good news is wind damage is limited, and tidal flooding really just limited to that minor stage on Saturday morning. Here's a look at our bus stop forecast. So temperatures rising through the 20s as we go into the morning. This is milder than what we had on Wednesday, but this is still a little bit below the average for this time of year. And maybe, just maybe, this is our last bus stop forecast for the week. We'll see what happens on Friday. Thursday's temperatures in the mid to upper 30s for highs. Again, warmer than yesterday, but still a little bit below the average. We'll see increasing clouds as the day goes on. Here's our futurecast for that storm. Precipitation starts 3 to 6 a.m. here. It's going to be a mix of rain and snow. I do believe most inland areas see mostly snow. Coastal areas in Lower Cape sees mostly rain here. As we go into the morning commute, some light to moderate snow here. I still think while it will accumulate on untreated roads, it's not that impactful. As we go into the day, it's pretty much the same story, but here comes some heavier snow trying to work its way in as we go into the evening commute on Friday. And then we could be talking about a norlun trough. I started talking to you about it on Wednesday here. We'll continue to talk about it through Friday. Pretty much enhances some snowfall as winds converge at that little axis here, and that would bring some heavier snow somewhere. Could be anywhere in New Jersey as we go into our Friday evening here and into parts of Friday night. I think between 10 p.m. to 1 a.m. the snow is gone, and then we're just clearing out as we go into our Friday night. But it is going to become very cold. Let's take a look at our snow forecast. Generally, we are talking about here 2 to 4 inches for most of the state, locally 6 between these yellow lines, because that's where that norlun trough could set up, enhancing snowfall totals. Now, we take a look at South Jersey. From Atlantic City down south to the shore in the, we'll say the lower half of Cape May County, 1 to 2 inches, Middle Township on south. Otherwise, it's 2 to 4, but again, could be locally 6. Not everywhere, but locally 6. Generally, Route 40 on north. We go to the northern part of the state, it's pretty much 2 to 4, but once you get to about just south of Route 80 and then south of that yellow line, we're talking about potential for 6, somewhere within there. So a norlun trough is rare here. Last time we saw a norlun trough was December of 2018. That's when Brigantine had 7.5 inches of snow, but Toms River and Cape May barely saw a flake. This forms on the northwestern side of the parent low pressure system. Winds meet from different directions, enhancing the snowfall there. Let's talk about the winds. Yeah, your garbage can will sway a little bit, but it's not going to be all that significant. Gusts up to 25 on Friday, up to 40 as we go into our Friday night. Not enough to cause any power outages or wind damage. Let's take a look at Manahawkin here. This is Saturday, 3 to 9 a.m. Bay Avenue could flood. Some parts of Downer Avenue towards the Bay side here can flood, but this isn't widespread. You see what happens as we get into major flood stage when most of the island, except for Ocean Avenue, is really flooding at that point. So it's not the best news, but it definitely could be worse. Now, if you don't like the cold, you're done with this week already, well, I have good news for you. As we go into really next weekend, in the last week of January, we look to be above average. There's a strong signal for us being above average from our friends at the Climate Prediction Center. And with average highs in the low to mid 40s, that probably means we're talking about days that will be in the 50s, if not even 60 degrees. Here's a look at our inland 7-day over the next couple, though. So Friday, we have that storm, 27 for a high on Saturday, 32 on Sunday. Wind chills are going to be below 20 all weekend long. And over at the shore, pretty much the same story, staying breezy throughout the weekend. Warm-up comes as we go into next week.